Hey guys, Rockingtheblade here, once again. What's up everybody? I know a lot has happened here in my hometown of Florida. I haven't talked to you guys for a bit, I've been busy with life and work and stuff. But here I am, talking about stuff that was a thing back in the 90s and now it's coming back in full force. That video games was the cause of the recent shooting that happened in Florida. Even though there's plenty of articles saying otherwise. Plenty of studies saying the opposite. That's not only doesn't cause violence, it actually is a good stress reliever. Good stress reliever, if I could talk, good stress reliever and good with helping coping or with depression. There are plenty of studies proving otherwise. Of course, there's the internet for every one thing saying that backs up the case. Oh, it causes violent behavior. There are like 10 other articles saying no. And the fact that we've been talking about this is beyond stupid. It's just beyond stupid. So apparently Trump next week is going to meet with the ESA, talk about video games, violence in video games, and it says crap like there needs to be a rating system. I facepalmed so hard. I'm like, dude, there's already a rating system. It's called the ESRB. It was founded back in 1992 from the first Mortal Kombat game, and has since. So yeah, there is a rating system already. It's just, I don't know what this meeting sounds to be like just a giant waste of time. The problem is not video games. The problem is the unbalanced, the unchecks of gun control, so-called gun control, and mental health, and proper background checks and loopholes that we continue to ignore. And now finally, a bunch of companies are doing the government's job for them. And now finally, there's a certain bill passed, which I heard recently. They might finally address these problems that's been plaguing at least in Florida, has been plaguing the country for years in terms of gun violence in America. And even if you disagree with me on what I'm saying, how we should go about these things, you have to agree on the fact that shifting the blame on different things is not going to help the situation. You got folks with a task at hand, the guns and the person that's buying them, and also slash their mental health. And, we shouldn't be focusing on saying, oh, it's video games, it's movies, it's music, when it's not the case, and there's plenty of research saying otherwise. It's so ridiculous that we're still having this conversation. There's like a thing back in the 90s and early 2000s, and why, and we're going to bring this back up because even though there's proof saying that's not the case, it's unbelievable. It is unbelievable. You know why these kids are getting these games? Because they're clueless, dumb parents are buying these damn games. Because let me tell you something. People are like, ugh, GameStop. But let me say this. When a parent, and I've seen it firsthand, when a parent is buying Grand Theft Auto, of course, for their kid, the GameStop employee tells the mom, or the parent, / the mother, which I saw in this case, ma'am, you do realize this game is for mature, for blood and gore, intense violence, strong language, suggestive themes, and nudity. You do realize this, right? She's like, yeah, okay, yeah, it's for my kid. Their friends have it and they want to play it online with them. So after she pays for it, instead of giving it to the kid like they're supposed to, not supposed to, instead of giving it to the kid like you would normally think, they give it to the adult because the adult is buying the product. That is the problem. They're buying these violent games for the kid, and then the first one they're like, oh, it's causing violence. To give them violent behaviors. Think of the children. Well then, yeah, think of the children, but not buying the games. Have you thought about that? Stop buying it for them. Stop it. Especially if they're impressionable. Don't buy it for them. Stop making excuses for why you're failing as a parent. Man, do your job and not buy this crap. You want to take it as like an R-rated hardcore violent film? Same thing applies here. Don't buy a violent video game for them. Don't. But I know you guys are going to say, but couldn't the kids, steal their credit card and buy it digitally? Well, first of all, they're going to know the payment history. One. Secondly, is how you do it. Either A, put a password on it so only you buy the games, or B, use or B, use Xbox or PlayStation Network gift cards, or C, if you want to use a credit card, put it in, buy what you need, and take it out like I do. Because, I've been kind of paranoid since PlayStation and Xbox come in hacked in the past. I don't want to take no chances, so but I need to delete it. I know it's monotonous, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, be a parent and do your job. You know what I'm saying? Stop blaming these companies for you not doing your job. It's just ridiculous to me. You know what I mean? It's just, ugh. It's just, ugh. I can't believe we've been having this conversation. There's one doofus on CNN, which I was saying how, like, oh, it's like virtual boot camp that VR is teaching our young and impressionable kids how to properly kill, even though, yeah, granted, I admit virtual has gotten better over the years, but it's nowhere near, like, where it needs to be to even accomplish that. And, like, oh, it gives them, like, how to handle, like, real-life guns, even though, like, it's, like, the controller for VR is, like, the size of my hand. I mean, granted, some them require you use, like a prop gun, even then those like in special, like, location and events that's not even available for the public yet, from my knowledge. So it's like, how is it teaching it when it's like a piece of plastic the size of my hand? Like, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't. It's not even big enough. It's not even like heavy enough to mimic a handgun. Even it's just ridiculous to me. It's just like, what the hell, dude? And you wondering where I got this from? It's from Jim Sterling. This video is called "Shut Up, You Idiot." Look it up. He goes more into detail on it, and even, it's just like, and he hammers this guy, which frankly it's so out of touch. It's just embarrassing. And the guy claims to be an expert, even though he mentioned in the article saying, oh, he's hardly ever played games or never played games before. So how would you know? How would you know, sir? Seriously, it's like, God, anything for clicks, man. Anything for clicks nowadays. It's like, it doesn't matter if it's real or factual. Just, we got to get those clicks on the website. It's just, that's what it's all about nowadays. That's why people are saying fake news, even though Trump coined it. People are using it, you know, and saying it more because there are news that just are just for the clicks. It's just ridiculous. It's like, ugh. Another person I never have to ever mention is Nita Sarkeesian. I never have to mention that name. If you want to know who she is, there's plenty of videos on her on YouTube. Look it up and break it down. Why a lot of people in the game community don't necessarily like this person, and I understand why. But she's kind of flip-flopping. She's saying one thing is because the Trump is like saying, oh, video games are bad. She's like backtracking her words. So it's like, so what is it? I know you don't like Trump, and I have to admit myself, me and Koopa are not fans of Trump either. And a lot of my friends who I talk, you know, a lot of my friends who I talk to are also not big fans. A lot of people at work aren't fans of him either. So I met no one so far that actually liked Trump and what he's doing. So there's that. But, you know, Anita, I know you don't care because I'm a small nobody, but when you flip-flop like that, it doesn't make you look credible. And you gotta stick to your gun, sweetheart, because when you flip-flop like that, how can anyone expect you to take you seriously? Honestly, how come you're saying, oh, it does this, but then when Trump's saying it, because you don't like him, your flip's like, oh, it doesn't. Which is it? Is it does or doesn't? Are you just saying it because the person you like is saying it too? You're being ridiculous, because you said, oh, it creates sexism, even though in recent years, like, some of the biggest blockbuster games like Horizon Zero Dawn, I think Hellblade, or Michelle's Walking Dead from Telltale, a recent example of female leads that are selling monstrously well in terms of video games, you know, sales and stuff, and just doing well overall, because Horizon Zero Dawn was like one game of the year, or just won a lot of awards. Hellblade was like a triple, I guess you could say AAA indie, because it was done by a big publisher. It was a female-led action game done by Ninja Theory. It was phenomenal. Telltale, Michelle, aka this Black Samurai girl from Walking Dead, had like a 3-episode arc from Telltale people, and apparently it was like 3 episodes, and like it covers the parts that the comic doesn't. So, you know, these are examples how females are being more, or you know, the Tomb Raider, the Tomb Raider reboot is games are awesome. So these are examples of females that are in the lead in having incredible video games. Hell, I did a Let's Play, which you can check out on my YouTube channel, my YouTube page. I did the 3rd season of the Telltale The Walking Dead season 3. as much as I enjoyed it, I wanted to be. I was disappointed that it couldn't be Clementine from season 2. Because granted, you play as Lee from the first season, but then you switch to Clementine season 2, which I can't get into due to spoilers. And then season 3, you're just a new character. Granted, you get to interact and talk with Clementine, but I wanted to be Clementine. Yeah, I wanted to be a female character. So it's like, oh no, females stink and stuff. Like, no, I wanted to be her because she was awesome and cool, and I liked her. Hell, as much as people don't like Mass Effect Andromeda, I like PB. I think PB was like one of the best characters from Mass Effect Andromeda, which I really enjoyed. I mean, what I'm saying? It doesn't do these things. There's a lot of female characters that I love and respect, and I think there are amazing characters. I mean, is this not true? What you're saying? You know what I mean? And then you're flip-flopping on top of that. It's like, really? How is this going to help you in the long run? Something when the internet, how it is, and never forgets. It's just, guys, overall, this whole situation is, I find, ridiculous. Video games do not cause violence. It doesn't. We need to focus on, not only having better gun control laws, but also mental health. And trust me when I say I'm speaking from personal experience. I won't go into details, but I'm going to say I'm speaking from personal experience. Why mental health needs to be seriously looked into and and do something about it. Trust me, it's a serious matter. It needs to be taken seriously, and we need to focus on that and guns, not video games or movies or music or whatever or comic books. That's the problem with our society. We love to blame and blame other things, but not blame or look at the thing that's causing the thing itself. It's amazing to me how people make excuse after excuse after excuse, and then come up with no solutions, and the solutions that are there they don't like, but then the thing keeps happening. It's like, what should we do? Obviously, something needs to be done. I mean, it's not like, oh, we can't do nothing with gun control. Yes, Japan and Australia's figured it out, and the mass shootings has gone down to virtually zero, or I can count with my fingers at best. Guys, tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. I really want to hear your guys' thoughts on this matter. The fact that we're having this conversation is just beyond ridiculous, but here we are, bringing up stuff I thought that was dead and proven otherwise, from the early 90s, from the 90s and 2000s, to the from 90s to early 2000s, like all this crap of like video games cause violence. This is stupid rhetoric that has been disproven to be otherwise. Guys, please tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. I will love to hear your guys' thoughts on this matter. Do you agree? Do you disagree? And do you agree with the laws that are going on in this country? And if so, tell me if you ever, what will you do instead? I really want to hear your guys' thoughts on this. Because at the end of the day, I feel we should do something about it. You may agree with me, disagree. You may agree or disagree, but you have to agree with me on the fact that shifting blame is not going to fix it. We have to focus on the task at hand, not point at different things, especially when there's facts saying that's not the case. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure to rate, comment, subscribe. As always, Rockingtheblade signing out. Hope to see you guys again real soon. Peace out.